Second Ezra chapter 8, verse 52. For unto you is paradise opened, the tree of life is planted, the time to come is prepared, plenteousness is made ready, a city is builded, and rest is allowed, yea, perfect goodness and wisdom. All right, and before I get started, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to you hopefully elect. All right, and I saw this clip here, because one thing about Esau, Edom, these devils, man, as much as they fool the people and thinking that they've been to the moon and, all these other things, right? Here it is, Esau, they've been talking about basically escaping judgment. They're trying to flee, all right, judgment, and, go through these other celestial bodies, all right, these so-called planets or whatnot, but here it is with all that talk, and because believe it or not, Esau, he has not discovered the earth fully. All right, there's many parts of the earth that are undiscovered. Believe it or not, you see, some places are just being held off and being reserved, because the fact that Esau, he's done so much damage, and that's why the earth is fighting against him, all right, and everything in it. And you see, that's why, that first 1,000-year reign period, that first day or that first 1,000 years in the kingdom is going to consist of undoing all the madness. You see, because, like I said, as far as these celestial bodies and these other planets and galaxies that are constantly being discovered, Esau came out a couple of years ago about how they find out, which this isn't, we know this, all right, because pursuant to St. John the 14th chapter, all right, and I just read it here about how things are being prepared for the elect, all right, so as I was saying, as much as we meditate on and as much as we think about exploring these different celestial bodies and the different galaxies and things of that nature, well, we can't forget the fact that the earth itself needs to be cleansed. The earth itself needs to be repaired, basically. And like I said, that first 1,000 years, that's what that period is going to be about. What took Esau 500 years roughly, right? It took him 500 years to just screw up everything. Well, it's going to take 1,000 years for those elect men, Yahushua and those elect men to really undo it all. All right, because again, we've got, Lord, one aware of that number. We've got work to do here on earth first. Like I said, we are going to be able to go out there and explore and things of that nature. But hey, there's a lot of things that we have to do here on earth first. Or I'll say there's a lot of things we have to undo because of Esau here on earth first. You see, because like I said, there's still parts of the earth that haven't been discovered. And Salaki, I was mentioning earlier about with Esau, how he came out a couple of years ago, which that's what I was saying. Like, this isn't nothing new to us. We know this. But come to find out, Esau, that the earth is expanding, or excuse me, well, yeah, the earth it is expanding. But not only that, the universe itself is expanding. All right, you got something called the observable universe, where pretty much Esau, his technology only goes but as far as, out there in so-called outer space, the heavens. He can only but see so far, and eventually it just gets to a point where he can't see no more. Right? But without rambling and without further ado, I'm gonna play this clip.
I don't know if you've heard, but these so-called governments are really playing with us. I'm going to show you this, and then I will let your mind wander off to wherever it wants to wander to. But let me show you first. Can you imagine scientists discover continent that has been missing for 375 years? Let me make it clear, I will show you the picture of this continent they discovered that is almost the size of Australia or Australia. Please, how do you discover a continent of 9+ million miles? I've been calling this flat earth map bullshit, but at this point, I don't know what to believe anymore. Maybe one day they will come out and tell us that they discovered Asgard, or Thoth, or let me show you the size of what they claim that they discovered. How do you have thousands of satellites and you don't know that there is a 9+ million acre of land that is almost as big as Australia just lying there in the ocean? Ladies and gentlemen, Zealandia. This is Australia to compare it with, and this is Zealandia. See how massive it is? They claim this continent that they've not known that it exists is sitting below the Pacific. That's why. But guess what? You can actually see some part of the land, and the reason you didn't feel like you guys would tell us that this exists. At this point, I'm beginning to think maybe the flat earthers are right, that the earth is really flat and not round. Because virtually everything that these conspiracy theorists come up with, after a few years, you still see it. Remember when they talk about Roswell, aliens? And now you're telling us, oh, aliens do exist. Oh, UFOs are real. These guys are crazy.
So yeah, because for one, this Earth, this planet, this celestial body that we're on right now, man, it's a lot bigger than what Esau portrays. All right, it's a lot bigger. All right, and as I was saying, there's plenty of parts. There's plenty of places on Earth that haven't been discovered yet. All right. So again, like I was saying, how is it that Esau, he's trying to flee and go to these other celestial bodies, right? But he hasn't even fully discovered Earth yet, and that's not even to mention the oceans, which the Earth consists more of water than it does land. You see, and let's say that the Lord were to allow Esau to be able to go into these different celestial bodies, man. He would just end up destroying them just like he does Earth. There's all type of trash and filth out there in the heavens, in the atmosphere and whatnot. All right, because of Esau. So what makes this devil in his mind think that he, that's why I said, hypothetically speaking, if the Lord allowed him to, he would just end up destroying these other celestial bodies, man. You see, but the Lord only allowed this devil to get so much. All right, all that. Because like I said, Esau with his technology, he has these certain telescopes and things. I personally believe that the Lord do be showing him a lot of stuff, things that we're not just going to, we're just simply not going to be able to see on the side of. I think that Esau, they be seeing the angels, and they be seeing stuff, because they got these telescopes and things like that, which is far more advanced than the average telescope that people have in their backyard. And no, Esau, he's really got things out there, and I think that the Lord be showing them stuff. They really do see a lot of things. They see all type of stuff out there. All right. But with all that being said, and I think they see things in detail. All right. But with all that being said, it's cold because with all that, Esau is able to see. He's never going to be able to touch it. He's never going to be able to inhabit it, because that's all being prepared for the elect. And that's why I'm going to go ahead and jump back to this. Because like I said, with all that out there in the heavens, the so-called outer space, and yeah, we're going to be able to explore and inhabit and, venture out and whatnot. But Earth itself is going to be ground zero. All right. Because this is where the headquarters is going to be, specifically more so in the land of Israel. And that's why those missiles, all right, because we often talk about the destruction of America. America is going to be destroyed completely, but Israel is going to be completely, destroyed as well. But the difference is Israel is going to be built back up and inhabited by man. All right, more specifically the Israelites, because that will be the headquarters. All right. But nevertheless, that's what those missiles are going to do. They're going to cleanse the earth, not just America, not just Israel. All right, but the earth is going to get cleansed, because again, we're going to have to undo all the filth that Esau, because of Esau. That's what that 1,000-year period is about. Undoing all the filth, all his filth, cleansing up all the wickedness, reestablishing righteousness. Right? Because when the dust settles after those missiles, that's when the kingdom is going to be established. All right, the real New World Order, if you can say it, if you want to say it like that. So 2 Esdras 8:52 again. For unto you is paradise open, because this is why, as we've been talking about the brothers, as far as this necessary evil. All right. We had to experience this. We had to go through this. We had to know what wickedness was. All right, because at one point paradise was open unto us. We had paradise at one point. We had it all. We were like spoiled children. We were spoiled children. Where everything was handed to us on a platter. Didn't appreciate it. You see what? Paradise. Hey, the Lord removed it off the earth, and this is in throughout time. The different ages and whatnot, the earth, the scriptures talk about how the earth has gotten weaker. All right. Well, paradise is going to be brought back on the earth again. And the earth is going to be able to she's going to get her youth back. She's going to be able to yield her fruit as before. The earth is going to be beautified, because the earth was made for man to be able to enjoy it. All right. What we see now in this current situation, in our current setup, this is, as we always say, man, we're not living. We're not truly living. We're surviving at best. All right. It's not supposed to be like this. All right. Because again, the earth was made for man to enjoy it. Right. But because of Esau, the whole earth is a prison. America is a maximum security prison. That's the solitary confinement right there. But the whole earth is a prison. You see, well, the time's gonna come away, and that, pursuant to Romans the 8th chapter, man. All right, all creation, roughly paraphrasing, was made subject to vanity. All right, the Israelites from creation itself, under Esau, Edom. All right, again, this is why we see the earth in the state of the condition that it's in right now, suffering through and through, dying as a cancer. You see, well, when the Israelites get set back up in power, hey, paradise is going to be brought back on earth. The earth is going to be able to yield her fruit. We're going to breathe real air, drink real water, eat real fruits, and, things that we can only imagine as of right now. Because, like the brother Isaiah always says, hey, we never had a real banana. We never ate a real banana. We've never ate a real banana. But again, it says, for unto you is paradise open. The tree of life is planted. The time to come is prepared. All right. So again, pursuant to St. John 14, man. All right. The kingdom is being prepared as we speak. You see, like I said, plenty of places on earth that have not been discovered yet. Well, all that's being preserved for the elect. Like I said, Esau, as much as he can see, all right, you know, he's never going to be able to touch. He's never going to be able to have it, because that's all for the elect. That's all for the nation of Israel. All right, and this is all in being prepared for us as we speak. It says, plentiness is made ready, a city is builded, and rest is allowed. Yea, perfect goodness and wisdom. So you see, it's just going to be a totally different setting, man. Like I said, right now we got to wake up to alarm clocks, and you know, brothers is constantly just sighing, groaning in their spirit. I think that's also as well Romans the 8th chapter. It talks about how just groanings that can't be uttered, and you know, we just, Jake is so through out here. We you know, we're just constantly just and just, you know, sighing and groaning in our spirit, things that can't even be put into words, man. You know, but as soon as it's going to be a totally different, man. And so much that the scriptures describe this as just being a bad dream, just being a nightmare. We're finally going to be able to wake up, just, you know, just that sigh of relief. Right now we're sighing and crying and we're groaning, and you know, Jake is miserable, and but soon the time is going to come where it's just going to be just like, it's just going to be one of those things. It's just like, finally, you know, we're going to just take that sigh of relief, just like, you know, like I said, just breathing real air, and just, and I always say this, I always meditate on this, because Jake, you know, we've been beat down so much to a point where, because like I just read here, plentiness is made ready. We're going to have more than what our hearts can't even desire, and that's in the new body. All right, you know, because we're so used to just, we've been beat down so much, man. We've been so humbled and so humiliated. You know, I always say, like, man, just like for me personally, I just think, because at the end of the day, it just gets to a point where you just want to see Yahushua reign. You just want to see Yahushua sit on his throne. Now everything is going to come with it. All right, like I said, we're going to have more than what we can even imagine. We're going to have more than our hearts desire, but it's just to a point now where, just as long as you just want to see the king on his throne, man. And hey, like for me, just speaking for myself, hey, listen, you just give me, and that's a spirit, because I'm sitting well, I'm just parked here, and I'm sitting right in front of this tree, right? And this is what I always think about, because this is like, man, all I want in the kingdom is just to see Yahushua sitting on the throne, all right, his kingdom by default, and just give me a tree where I can just sit up under and give me some real wine and maybe a few women. I'll be good, all right? I'll be all right, you know, because like I said, hey, at one point we had it all, but we blew it. And that's why, you know, this was a necessary evil. We had to experience this, because we're truly going to appreciate righteousness when paradise is brought back on the earth. We're truly going to appreciate righteousness. All right. But even with that being said, I'm going to get this. All right. Because again, we got a lot. We got a whole lot to look forward to, man. All right. It's more than just, you know, drinking wine, real wine, and having all these women. All right. Revelation 2:17. It says, he that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. To him that overcometh will I give to eat of the hidden manna, and will give him a white stone, and in the stone a new name written, which no man knoweth, saving he that receiveth it. So just the point that I just want to make real quick, because that hidden manna. All right, this hidden manna, listen, like I said, you know, as far as all the galaxies and the different celestial bodies that we're going to be able to explore and things of that nature, yeah, we're going to be able to do all that. But like I said, hey, there's things that we need to, we you know, the earth, we need to repair the earth first, you know. And even with that being said, listen, that hidden manna, because we know about, you know, certain doctrines, and you know, like there's just a lot of information out there that, you know, we're not privy to as of right now, because, you know, it's just not important as of right now. You know, the Bible, the Lord let the Bible here, you know, Because this is the information that it pertains to salvation, and that's all we need to be worrying about right now. All the extra stuff as far as like the Book of Jasher and all this other information, and we're gonna have access to. All right, those secrets. We're gonna get those secrets, that hidden manna. That's where I read that Revelation 2:17, that hidden manna. All right. Like I said, we're going to be given access to these different breakdowns, so to say, all this hidden access, or excuse me, this hidden information, this hidden knowledge, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, all that is in due time to come, real soon, that hidden manna, man, because who was that? I think that was Moses, right? Where it mentioned how, basically you write these things down, but this stuff, you keep to yourself, right? Because, certain of our forefathers, it was either Moses or, Moses and King Solomon, all right? As how they were given, they were made known to this knowledge, all right. But the Lord told them, listen, like I said, you write this down, but as far as this, you keep this hidden, you keep this secret, because again, as far as what we need pertaining to salvation, that's what's important right now. Everything else is not, it's just irrelevant for right now. We're going to get access to that in due time. All right. And like I said, man, that hidden manna, those different breakdowns, and man, it's going to be crazy, and that's why it makes sense why we're going to need those new bodies, man. Because hell, we try to keep up with the information that we got now in the body, in this terrestrial body right now, and it's hard to keep up. So that's why we're definitely going to need those new bodies, man. And with those new bodies, again, we're going to be able to, like I said, different celestial bodies, traveling and, just exploring and venturing out and things of that nature. All right. So, hey, the kingdom is a very vast thing. It's far-fetched. All right. It's going to be very far-fetched, man. But nevertheless, like the Lord said, it's His good pleasure to give us these things. He can't wait. It's like back in the day when the time of Christmas came around, right? Parents would buy us stuff, and they couldn't wait to see our reaction when we opened the gifts and whatnot and things of that nature. There was a point in time, right? Well, how much more the Heavenly Father? Listen, the Lord has things in store for us that even in the new bodies, we're going to be wooed. We're going to be like, we just, man, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. And the Lord can't wait to give it to us, man. He can't wait to give it to us. He can't wait to give it to us. And like I said, as soon as St. John 14, the Lord is, as we speak, these things are being prepared for us. Like I said, He's showing Esau stuff now, but, it's things that He'll never be able to touch. He'll never be able to have, man. That's all for us, for our sake. So, Lord, one of this was edifying, giving all praises to Yahweh Bashim El Shai. Shalom to you, hopefully elect.